What's up, guys? I'm Katie Wilson, and welcome to Sci-Fi's Debate Club, the debate show all about sci-fi, where the points are fictional. Today's topic, the Twilight Zone. We're stepping into another dimension here today with our Twilight Zone superfans, Garrett Camilleri and Amaris Gagnon. So we're gonna have 2 rounds with 1 prompt each, and I'm gonna be awarding the points as I see fit. So let's get started. The Twilight Zone was created in 1959 and stands today more relevant than ever. So your first question is, what episode of The Twilight Zone is the most socially relevant? Garrett, you're up first.
The most socially relevant episode of The Twilight Zone has got to be The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. It truly is a great example of how McCarthyism is still alive post 9/11. Not only that, the street of Maple Street is a great microcosm for the understanding of how we distrust our neighbors nowadays.
He always was an oddball, him and his whole family.
And how people don't accept different religions and races, and truly this is a good example of how relevant Twilight Zone is.
All right, Amaris, you're up.
I think one of the most socially relevant episodes would have to be number 12, Looks Just Like You. It follows this woman that doesn't want to be a number 8, she doesn't want to be a number 12, she doesn't want to choose another face. She considers herself normal and beautiful.
I don't want to be transformed, I want to stay ugly.
And on social media, we have these pressures to look a certain way, to look successful, to look beautiful, to wear tons of makeup. And here's a woman in an episode in a world where she's courageous, she's brave, she's herself. When you're everybody, you're nobody. That is why that episode is one of the most culturally relevant pieces of art, so stick that in your pipe, Garrett.
Ooh, shots fired. Garrett, I gotta give you 10 points for the pipe because I don't know where that came from and I don't know how long that's been in your pocket.
Comes with the tweed jacket.
Ah, okay, so you get 10 points for that, and I'm also gonna give you 10 points because you did make a fair point as to why you think your episode is the most socially relevant. All right, Amaris, I gotta say, 10 points. 1 for making a direct quote from the episode. Number 2, I think your ability to make it very socially relevant, especially with modern day times today by including social media. I think I'm gonna give you 20 points for that. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was just such a great point, especially, you know, you see so many people trying to just be the best all the time. So another 10 points for that.
Another 10 points?
Yes. The Twilight Zone has had a huge impact on entertainment and storytelling in general. What would you argue the Twilight Zone has influenced the most? Amaris, you're gonna go first this round.
What the Twilight Zone did was pave way for more social science fiction pieces of art. It birthed the dystopian genre, and it birthed a whole new way of storytelling that breaks down society and its structures. And I think that's a little bit more important than just, you know, space science fiction or, you know, time traveling. It's what it does, it puts the thought in the viewers on what it means to be human and what it means to be ourselves.
All right, that was a great point. Garrett, you're up.
Yeah, I think that the most influenced thing that we can see nowadays is Star Trek. I mean, not only is that part of the canon of nerd culture, but I don't know if you knew this, but William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and George Takei all got their start in episodes of Twilight Zone. And the creator of the original Star Trek gave the eulogy at Rod Serling's funeral and told everyone about the influence Twilight Zone had on Star Trek. And that really paved the way for providing audiences with meaningful messages through the context of science fiction.
Ooh, all right, this was a really tough round, guys. I think you guys both had very, very valid points. Amaris, I have to say that I really loved your connection between the Twilight Zone and especially seeing like how popular dystopian futures are in media today. So I'm definitely gonna give you 20 points for that one because I think that's so relevant right now. Garrett, I gotta say, 1, the Star Trek reference is huge, so I'm gonna give you 10 points for that one. I'm gonna give you 10 points for mentioning all of the actors that have been in Twilight Zone episodes, and then I'm gonna give you another 10 points for, you actually gave me a piece of knowledge I didn't know, and that is about the eulogy for Rod Serling. And then I'm gonna give you 5 points for your overall answer because I really do think that Star Trek was so heavily influenced by the Twilight Zone, so I gotta give that one to you.
Nice.
Let's go to our points now. We have Amaris with 60 points and Garrett 55 points. So congratulations, Amaris. You are going to be our winner here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know which points were your favorite or ones that you would make if you were sitting here on the couch. I'm Katie Wilson, and we'll see you next time.